phrase, seeing is believing, to me it just means anything is possible. It's hard, again, to imagine yourself doing something without either having that idea planted in your head, whether it be directly or indirectly, or seeing people or having someone that you know that has done it before you.
So seeing the mural now, walking into the Eye Institute and the pediatrics department, I'd say it's pretty humbling, because for leaving behind a legacy for Lester and myself, I think that's great, but more humbling in the fact that, again, with the intention of, children, seeing this.
I think a mural is so important just so that we can have a physical work of art that represents the community itself. So I think it's important to highlight who we serve in the community that we are giving this excellent healthcare to. We should highlight them because they trust us year in year to come back to provide that excellent eye care, and we should highlight who we serve.
I think the mural shows that, we've had Black doctors and we've been a part of the community and are a part of the community. So I think showing that and showcasing that in our school just shows not only our commitment to the community, but also saying that IEI and ICO recognizes that representation does matter and that they stand with that and that are committed to pushing that forward as well.
When we come into the ICO, we see kind of the history of optometry and that it has looked very homogenous for a long time, but it's important that we now showcase new images and new faces in the direction of where the profession is going and just as a whole where our society is going as well. Also thinking about the children that come in. Children, they're very impressionable, and seeing these images of seeing someone like them who's able to make it in this profession, I think is really important to encourage them as well.
So if I could say one thing to future students, ODs of color, is to keep an open mind throughout the journey, and that's just because to consider the population here in Bronzeville that you will be serving, and just to be mindful. It's no secret, and I know that a lot of people are asking, why am I even a part of this? I'm not Black, clearly. But another maybe message that I want to send too is that, hey, we're a fellow person of color. I think it's also important to understand the concept of solidarity and unifying, and no matter what skin type. So I think that hopefully as well that other people of color can kind of see this and be like, it's okay. You can also make it too. We can band together and increase representation, either from a healthcare provider standpoint or student population. So keep an open mind and understand the importance of your surrounding folks who you're going to be serving, and understand the concept of solidarity. Lester.
I can remember as far back as 11 years old, moving across the city to a better and a safer neighborhood, a better school system, and a bigger and larger yard. And I remember going to school and looking around the classroom, and there weren't a lot of faces that looked like my own. And it was an uncomfortable situation for me to be in, and I remember coming home, talking to my parents about it, and my dad had to sit me down and have a conversation and said, the further that you go in life, you're gonna have to learn to be uncomfortable in uncomfortable settings. And that's literally something that has resonated with me and that I've carried with me even into my adult life. And why, excuse me. He also told me, why try to fit in when you were born to stand out? So when it comes with the message of seeing is believing, I can remember when I was a kid, and the only positive images that I would see of people that looked like me were in the entertainment industry. Never doctors, never lawyers, or ever professionals. So it's hard to imagine as a young man yourself being in that situation when you don't have those role models. So I hope that with this mural here, not only here at IEI, but also at the Clio Center, that there'll be other kids in the inner city that'll be able to see and relate to that. And then also to the educators, I hope that with this mural today, you guys are also inspired to not only inspire people that are in your community, but in the community that you continue to work and serve in. Thank you.